Send them right now to me. It's WVAU Radio. That's WVAU Radio. Hello, you are on the air, boy.
Hey, what's up, Ross?
How you doing, dude?
Good, man.
You have a gigantic following right now. Introduce yourself.
This is Gerard from My Chemical Romance.
Dude, there are so many people that want to talk to you right now that are listening. How is this a surprise to you? How fast your success is growing?
Yeah, it's a surprise to everybody. It happened like so quick that we didn't expect it. We're really happy about it, though. But I mean, I don't know. We worked our butts off, though. So I guess it's a surprise, but it's a pleasant one, and we're very happy that it happened.
I mean, does it freak you out? I mean, do people approach you all the time now? Asking you for pictures and stuff.
Yeah, it happens a lot more now than it used to. In the beginning, it was like really exciting. It's still really exciting to meet and take pictures, but the picture thing is kind of interesting because a lot of people look at it in a negative way, the rock star thing and signing things for people.
Oh, really?
And it's unfortunate that people look at it that way, but the way that everybody in the band sees it is like, if it's going to make somebody happy, it's going to make us happy. And we're like more than honored to sign something that we worked on or take a picture with anybody,
Awesome. Now, I mean, you've been going on and off tours. Tell us, right now, what's coming up for you guys?
Right now, we've got we're gonna meet up with Taking Back Sunday from Autumn to Ashes and Recover in Minneapolis, I believe, and then we are going all the way to the West Coast with them, and that's the next tour coming up.
Awesome, man. Now, when you start, how many years ago did you start out, by the way?
We started January of last year.
Are you serious? That's amazing, man.
Thank you.
Awesome. Wow. So, I mean, who did you start out playing with? Did you automatically get hooked up with all these big bands, or?
No, not at all, actually. Our first show was in a hall, and we're very happy that it was because I think everybody's first show should be in a hall or something, And we just got to play another hall show before we went to Europe, and it was so exciting to kind of get back to where we started. And we played a lot of shows like that, halls, basements, and the occasional nightclub that would let a punk band play.
Where are you guys from anyway?
We're from Belleville, New Jersey.
All right. So I mean, was there a big scene in that particular town? Or I know Jersey's all one big scene, right?
Jersey's got a great scene. Belleville's not particularly. I think off the top of my head, I can't remember any bands from Belleville. I think what's the guy? Pete Steele from Typo Negatives from Belleville. I think he's a garbage man in Belleville.
Are you serious?
I think so. And this band called the Melting Hopefuls from maybe 8 years ago was from Belleville. But other than that, I can't off the top of my head.
So he's a garbage man right now?
No.
Oh, I think you meant after Typo Negative.
No, not the lead singer. No, it's the lead singer, Typo Negative. I heard he was from Belleville, so. But Jersey has a great scene. It's so supportive. There's so many bands happening every day. Every weekend you could probably go to a hall show and see a brand new band that just got together. Yeah,
I've been over there. There are a lot of halls. There's M&M Hall, a bunch of them.
Yeah, M&M Hall is where we did that show. It was unbelievable.
Wow, this was recently, right?
Yeah, this was, I guess, about a month ago. It was right before Europe.
And, I mean, when you first started out, were there, as many people as, that come to see you now, or half the amount, or? It
was weird, because we went from, opening these hall shows, sometimes playing to less than 30 people, sometimes 15, sometimes 5.
Wow.
And because we were so new that we just pretty much were the first band on all these shows. So only a few people got to see us, and then pretty quickly, right from there, we ended up getting better slots, and then playing more clubs, and then just we had a lot of really lucky breaks. We ended up opening up for Jimmy Eat World, which was huge for us, and then after that we got a booking agent, and then even from there, it still keeps moving rather quickly. You're
gonna be on Servant Skid, right?
Yeah, and we're thrilled to be playing in Jersey at that, because I don't know, if you had asked us a year ago, we don't know if we would have said that, we'd play it. That's usually a couple years off for for anybody that starts out.
So this is really a surprise to you, I see.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's seriously I don't know. We're just happy because it surprised us, but we're so sincere and honest about what we do and so hardworking that it's not that we expect any kind of success, but
it just happened and it's great.
For it, so.
Awesome. So what do you have out right now that people can find?
What's that?
What do you have released right now in stores that people can pick up?
Oh, we have our album, I Brought You My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love, and you should, I hear it's a lot easier to find now than it was when it first came out last August. But I hear like Lumberjack distributes it, and it's on Eyeball Records from New Jersey, and yeah, you should be able to get that. And I think Hot Topic carries it now too.
Oh wow, cool.
So you can get it there.
Awesome, man. So I'm going to take some questions from the fans online. Is that
Sure.
cool?
That's absolutely cool.
All right. And by the way, a lot of these people are from all over the U.S. that tuned into this to hear you. So
that's awesome. That's really exciting.
Here we go. I got plenty of these. All right, here we go. Can you ask them? You guys have had great success really fast, and it's rare. What do you feel is the best thing to do for a young band to become successful?
I think for a young band to become successful is mainly write the music you want to hear, be honest about it, but be sincere about it. Keep your integrity. Try not to sell tickets to play shows. Like as far as like promoters they'll have these things where in order to be on a bill you have to sell a certain number of tickets. We never did that. Like we wouldn't do things like that. So we tried. It was tough, but like if you believe in your band that much, you just keep your integrity the whole way through. And there's a lot of things like don't sell yourself short and support your scene, support your venues. Just because you get a little bit of recognition doesn't mean that you can't play halls and you can't play basements and benefits and stuff like that. So I mean, if you're just really seriously honest, sincere, and you work your ass off, like the rest is really easy. It should just totally come to you.
Awesome, man. That was really good advice. Thank you. And so on a lighter note, somebody wants to know when was the last time you peed your pants?
It's so long ago I don't remember. But if you asked me or anybody in my band last time we shit our pants, it'd probably be a lot sooner. I probably shouldn't have said that on the air.
Well, now you did, right? It's actually being recorded for one of your street team sites as well. So. I can't remember the last time I peed my pants. Man, anything on stage? Did you ever play a show and you had to go to the bathroom really bad?
We all go right before we go on. I know I always, no matter how much pee I have inside me, even if it's like a squirt, I have to go right before we go on. There's been some times where, you think it's going to creep out, because especially when you're singing, you're using your stomach a lot.
Yeah.
You kind of lose control of your motor functions and all that other stuff. So sometimes you think you're going to pee yourself or poo yourself or whatever, and it never happens. So.
That's what I do before the show, actually. People wonder what I do before I go on.
You poo, right?
Well, I don't always probably pee, but then I always end up having to go again just because I'm worried about having to go again.
Exactly. So we take extra measures to make sure that we don't pee on us or anybody else. And actually, I won't name the singer, but we were on tour with some other band, and he had to talk about how he thought he pooed his pants on stage one night because he really went for some note, and he belted it out, and he thought that stuff would come out.
I think we all know what you're talking about, but we'll go on. And when are you coming back to Connecticut? They are so awesome. That means you. I saw them in November, and no one knew about them. It's whoa.
Oh, that must have been the college show, the University of Connecticut show that Ollie had put on. Ollie's a really good friend of the band. After that show, he had been wanting to book us, and we played there. We had the most amazing time. It was probably one of our top 10 shows we ever played, just because the vibe was so good. It wasn't a crap load of people, but it was just a really great positive vibe. And sometimes that makes for a better show than having 300 or 2,000 people. And I think soon. I think we're going to be back there soon. You have to check our website, mychemicalromance.com. But I think we're going to be back there sooner than I think.
Awesome. Thank you for putting my thing up on the website. I don't know if you did. I don't know if you did it personally, but
no, that was probably Ray. Ray's really responsible. He's probably listening right now to make sure I don't F up.
Well, what's called? Someone just IM'd me, and they said that was their show, the Connecticut show. So
that's Ollie, or I think he goes by the nickname Spike too.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. All right, another guy named Carlos. He says you know who he is?
That's the head of our street team? Is that Carlos?
Yeah, he says that he wants me to say that UnleashTheBats.com is also recording the show to put it on there.
That's right, yeah. It's also going to be on Unleash the Bats. Say hi, Carlos. I just want to say hey to him. He did such a good job. He's the head of our street team. And it's also, I'm sure, difficult for him because, things moved really rapidly.
Yeah.
So he's had to keep up, and he's done such a good job. And he's... we played pretty much our first headlining show at Stingrays this weekend, and he did such a good job at getting people to come out, from all over, the East Coast, pretty much. There's kids driving out from Pennsylvania and Connecticut and various places, and Carlos, he's just done a great job. So much love to Carlos.
Maybe Carlos can help me. I'm hosting a festival in Virginia, but everyone says it's too far to come to.
Oh, really? This is good, though.
Yeah, I didn't put it on, but it's like homegrown and Don't Look Down. But it's also it's April 26th, so it's the same day, as Skate and Surf. So.
That's gonna be tough.
That is a big problem because everyone. I mean, we're in D.C. I'm sure people here drive down anyway to New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway, someone wrote you a poem.
Okay.
I don't know if this will freak you out, but I'll read it to you.
No, nothing freaks me out anymore.
Once again, if you want to ask questions, someone wrote my bus driver's name is Carlos. Send your IMs to WVAU Radio. That's WVAU Radio. Anyway, here we go. My Chemical Romance is totally wonderful, this is not it's a rhyming one, I guess. Okay, My Chemical Romance is totally wonderful and majorly beautiful. On the 11th, they're coming to Seattle and will win the battle. I want to shake their hands because I really like their band. Maybe they'll think I'm cool and then let me play with their tool.
Well,
thank you.
Whoever that is, the handshake's definitely doable. The tool thing is probably optional. You'd have to talk to some of the other members. I can't speak for them, but that might be out of the question. But thanks for the sentiments anyway. But definitely a handshake, and hope to see you there.
So sorry to whoever wrote that poem. Someone says April 18th is when you're coming back to Connecticut, so there you go.
Okay, cool.
Now you know. When do you guys think you'll come to Western Canada? You're getting a huge following up here, and people are dying to check you guys out live.
I'm sure it will actually be within the coming months because we were actually supposed to play Vancouver, which I believe is Western Canada, or at least close enough to it. We were supposed to play Vancouver with Piebald when we did our last nationwide tour with them, but we had difficulty with getting our paperwork in order for the border, and it was kind of sketchy. So we backed out of that show at the last minute because we didn't want to get held up at the border or fined for having merch and stuff. We didn't have our stuff in order. It was kind of last minute.
That's not so.
But hopefully soon because I really want to get out to Vancouver and over there.
Awesome. And someone looks forward to humping your tour vehicle again.
Oh, no problem. We just washed it, so we'll give it a hump.
Awesome. And my boy Alex is actually in here, and he wants you to tell us about your testes accident.
It was, I'm trying to remember. I think it was during the Piebald tour. It was right before we played St. Louis, I believe. And it was the first, we just done a tour before that with Under Oath, and they all shaved their pubic hair and stuff. So it was something that was kind of intriguing. And they were like, nah, dude, once you do it, you're going to love it. And, I was like, all right, let me try it. So we had a hair buzzer, and, yeah, you could just picture the rest from there. I definitely should not have been using it for all of the area.
You're right.
And definitely something got caught, and there's lots of blood, and, everybody was in the hotel, and we were just like, oh, my God. And I just walked out, my hand covered in blood. It was kind of freaky. Well,
thank you, Alex, for bringing that back up, I guess.
Yeah, no, yeah, right.
Let's see. Someone wants to, whoa. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Hold on. So many questions. This is a good one. What is the meaning behind Demolition Lovers?
Demolition Lovers is, the meaning behind it is, the song is about wanting to do something for somebody or trying to prove to somebody how much they mean to you. And I wanted it to have this very, not so much Romeo and Juliet, but very Bonnie and Clyde type feel, like two people out on the road together, willing to take a bullet for each other, kind of very True Romance type style. And it also goes out to somebody very special, and as kind of a way to tie up the whole record.
Awesome. And that was from Colette, and she loves your music and thinks you rock, and she wants me to tell you that.
Thank you, Colette. Thank you very much.
Have you been to Florida? If not, you should come.
We have never been to Florida. We were supposed to play Gainesville Fest, and we had to be in Jersey the day after, and that was impossible, so we couldn't play Gainesville Fest, unfortunately. We want to go to Florida really bad, like our buddies Under Oath are down there.
Nice.
So we'll hopefully get to play there. That's one of the few places we've missed so far, that in Texas, and we're hoping to get out to Texas soon. Cool.
Well, we're going to take two more from the fans. The one is, what would you say has to be your favorite band on Eyeball Records besides yourself?
Murder by Death, without a doubt. They're one of my personally, my top favorite bands, one of my favorite bands, and they played with us on Saturday, and it was just like, I was definitely sweating having to follow their act, because they're an amazing live band. They're an amazing band when they record and they write songs, and it's just so artistic and so cerebral. I love it.
And where's the band name from? My Chemical Romance. What does that mean?
Mikey came up with it. There's a guy, Irvine Welsh, who writes he wrote like Train Spotting, The Acid House, and his books are commonly kind of referred to as chemical romance novels. And me and Mikey worked at this Barnes and Noble
That's
before
always cool.
the band, and he had come across one of the books, and he just kind of like said, "Oh, that'd be a cool band name if we put my in front of it."
And you all agreed right away?
Yeah, like this before Mikey was even in the band.
Oh wow!
And like he was in the band, and we were like, "Okay, you got to give us the name." And he's like, "All right."
And there it was. What ideas did you have before that name?
We really didn't have many. Like nothing that worked, nothing like nothing that really fit us, nothing repeatable really. Like it was just kind of. I had asked Jeff from Thursday around the time we were trying to find a band name if he had any old band names that they didn't use, and he said the same thing. He was like, nothing good, nothing worth using.
So that was obviously the best one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And the last question. Oh wow. I want you to ask them if they have any funny experiences with the Used on tour.
We had a lot of funny experiences with them. I'm trying to remember like if any stand out. Every day touring with that band was fun. Flat out. Like they were a pleasure to be around every day. Super nice guys, super funny guys, super friendly, always looking out for us. And I'm trying to remember if anything stands out. I mean, Bert is like so hilarious usually anyway that like probably like 9 out of the 10, any 10 nights he's done something silly. That's been pretty fun. One night in particular that stands out, we played Massachusetts with them and the Movie Life in Finch. And at the end of their set, this kid had jumped on stage and kind of got all up in Bert, like, was singing along with him, and like something just kind of snapped in Bert because it was the end of his set, and he kind of lets a lot of stuff go at the end of the set, and so he'd like basically like DDT'd this kid into the stage, and then got on top of him, was like choking him out.
Oh wow!
It was like one of the most amazing things because the kid was so into it.
Really?
Yeah, and then like. The kid was totally down for it, and then, you know, afterwards, like, it was this really tense moment where you thought Bert was going to just wind up and hit this kid, and he just kind of reached his hand out and picked the kid up, and then they both walked off stage together, and the kid threw up.
Oh,
pretty amazing.
What a great ending, right?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, I was going to not take any more questions, but your street team, man, Carlos, wants to know, what was it like working with Geoff Thursday?
Oh, it was amazing.
Or Jeff, sorry.
It was amazing working with Jeff. He's like, if anybody's met him, and I'm sure all his fans pretty much have met him, they'll tell you he's an amazing person. He's a very loving, caring, genuine person, and it was basically like hanging out with one of your best friends for like 2 weeks, and just making a record together, like as if you were doing it in your basement. And like just doing it for fun, like it was that cool. It was that stress-free, you know.
Awesome. So it sounds like it was a good time.
It was a great time, yeah.
Awesome. And they want to know what Gerard's testicular virility is.
Oh, that's something that's
different than
Ray had put this section on our message boards for My Chemical Romance tabs, and it said "Figure out Ray's guitar genius."
All right.
And so, like, I was like, dude, you officially lost your mind. Like, I said, what are we going to have now? Like, a section that says, like, figure out my testicular virility, and he put that on.
Oh, wow.
He made a whole section on the message board for me. So, actually, it's funny because I was looking at that today, and I was like, okay, like, this needs to get removed now because it's, like, 4 months old, and I'm sure, like, people are coming to the site going, what the heck is this about? So.
You have a lot of testicle stories, huh, man?
Yeah, it's weird. Like, it's just, I guess, from hanging around too many guys all the time.
Well, I think that's a good way to leave it at that. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
What do you have to say to your hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fans that just wanted to hear your testicle stories in your voice today?
Thank you. More than anything. Thank you so much for supporting us, for standing by us, for coming out to see us no matter how far. I know there's some people that have taken 7-hour drives. I know there's some people who've taken 16-hour drives to see us. That means so much to us, especially when we're making 20 to 16-hour drives sometimes to play these shows. And it's just like, all I can say is, like, we're definitely going to try, not just try, but we're definitely going to be a band as long as we can and keep putting out that energy every single night, no matter how much we hurt ourselves, no matter how tired we are, and no matter where we have to go. We're going to go there and we're going to play, and we'll get to meet all of you eventually, and we're just going to keep writing music. We're doing it right now. So.
Right this second. Hello?
Oh, hello?
Sorry.
Oh.
But it's fading out, so I guess we should go.
Okay, Ross.
But whenever you're in D.C., come by, and you can always play live here if you want.
We would love to.
Awesome. Ken, before you go, actually, can you do the plug? You just got to say your name, your band, and you are listening to DJ Rossstar's, like Rockstar, but Rossstar's.
Okay.
Punk rock show.
Okay.
Go for it, dude.
Hey, this is Gerard from My Chemical Romance. You're listening to DJ Rossstar's show. Stay out of the sun.
Take care, and good luck with your testicles.
Thanks.
Later, dude.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Always funny, always a pleasure. Here we go. My Chemical Romance. That band is crazy, you guys. You got me straight tripping, boo. Anyway, this is DJ Rossstar's Punk Rock Show. Thank you for the street team of My Chemical Romance for putting this interview on their site. Once again, for all you people that just tuned in, this is DJ Rossstar's Punk Rock Show. Once again, the show is every week. I've done interviews live on the phone with Alistair, The Used, Taking Back Sunday, The Starting Line. Once again, next week, although I'm unsure of who's going to be live on the phone, I am trying to work on getting Screech Powers. That's right, Dustin Diamond from Saved by the Bell to make an appearance on the show in person. That would be insane, but I have a 50-50 chance, actually more, a 70-30 chance of having him come by. And I think it would be amazing. Anyway, so if you just tuned in, go to DJRossstar.com. That's www.DJRossstar with 3 S's.com. Join the mailing list, please. There's 156 people. You can help out. I'll send you flyers to give away. There's pins available. Also, DJ Rossstar t-shirts are on sale now. They are $10. That's it. Plus the $5, which goes to shipping and handling. Also, if you want, you can get a pin. It's only $1. A lot of people will tell you that they have the shirt and they love it. So that's at DJRossstar.com, all of that. Once again, I'm hosting the Flipside Festival in Virginia on April 26th. I'm going to be there with my DJ Rossstar booth. I'm going to be selling T-shirts and pins and